Hello everybody, I am here doing a really fast reading with my karma cards. I have 3 different decks. I have planets, signs, and houses from the same deck here. So what I'm going to do is pull 3 cards and it's going to be based around, let's see, Mother God, Father God. Would you please come into this space and help me do a reading for whoever will be watching this video in regards to just what's going on in their life right now? What are they being called to do? Whatever situation has been very pressing for them at the moment. It could include your life's work and your mission or what you're here to do. So I'm going to start with getting a card from the planets. Spirit, would you please assist in giving me a planet card to start off this reading? Here it is. And let's also get a card with signs. There it is. And one with houses. Okay. All right, so I have 2 different sides here with our orangish color at the top, which will be our action, what we should do to take action. And then on the flip side, I have blue for the outcome if we follow through with this and action. So number 1, the first one is our Saturn card. So we have a spiritual, mental, and physical that we can work towards for our action to start. So the spiritual aspect of this inquiry is be realistic. And then I have, it goes in a sentence, be realistic with the extraordinary power of prayer as a life or death issue, life or death. So prayer is powerful, and you need to be using that in your life, in your reality right now, within your mind, within your heart, within your soul, and just be realistic about it. And it's really important. It's life or death right now. So gather around your support systems and ask for prayer. You know, it's more powerful when we do it all as one. So this is the spiritual aspect of your situation right now. And then we have, so first of all, I have Saturn in Scorpio in the 8th house. I kind of just went right in with the sentence. So that's the cards that we have. So maybe looking in your own chart even about where that might fit for you. Mental aspect, we have be concerned about the highest and lowest aspects of getting and using power. Okay. So that's just being really conscious mentally about your power. And I kind of hear black magic versus white magic, right? Or light magic. So it's just being very aware of the higher and the lower, maybe those higher fields, those higher astral fields, those higher dimensions, those higher, more positive thought processes. And then we have those lower frequencies, those lower grids. So just being really aware, discerning, between them and that power that's being giving and taking between either you and another or just with yourself, how you're treating your power. And then we have a physical, you must wait before you can control the situation and use people's resources. So physically, in the physical world here, in the real world, have patience and, I think really discern who you should be getting help from or who you should be confiding in. And yeah, so if we go with that and we flip these around, we get our sentences for the outcome. So our spiritual outcome would be the maturity that brings purification to resurrect personal power. All right. So you get your power back through, many different things. We're talking spiritual here. So just with, getting more aware of your discernment, you gain that power back. And then we go into our mental with caution regarding the secrets of the mysteries of life. So that comes with that mental that we were talking about, being very discerning about who you share things with, or who you confide in. That even just really connects to the physical. And, if you're getting a lot of downloads and a lot of special things coming through you that you feel the need to share, I would highly suggest sharing them, but just being aware of who you share them with, because maybe this information is not meant for everybody. And you hold great power, so just be really aware of who you're giving that power to. Physical limits imposed resulting from the power of a major change. So I hear boundaries, limits imposed, physical world, just owning your boundaries, because that comes from, using other people's resources. So just making sure that you are checking in with yourself and your boundaries and checking with other people's boundaries before you go ahead and make moves in the physical. Okay? So I'm going to grab some flower cards here to add on. Spirit, can you give me a few cards, however many? Oh, I already got one. A sign from heaven with the protea. Your loved ones in spirit are waving hello and giving you reassurance that you'll be all right. So you have guides with you, you have angels and protectors, so just call upon them as well when you have that trouble discerning who you should be sharing stuff with, who should be helping you in the physical with other people's resources. All right, so I'm going to read also a little bit about the 8th house there that just came up to me. Give me one moment. The way that they have houses in this book is very weird. They're kind of intertwined. Okay. So let's see here. As the 2nd house is associated with the resources and values that are totally under control of you, symbolized by your 1st house, the 8th house is associated with resources and values that are under the control of you and others. So, resources altogether. Power from source. Learning where that comes from and where we can find that. What we can trust in that. Since no two people feel exactly the same way about virtually any subject, it becomes easy to understand why the 8th house has to become associated with the concept of power. So that's our powerhouse, literally. When 2 or more people pool their resources, it's usually because they can. Oh, my alarm. Sorry. Stop. It won't turn off. Okay. Because they can achieve more with that when they have it together. So, like I was saying, prayer is powerful when it's more than one. So you do want to kind of join with some other people that are also in your range of power. We don't want power struggles. This could also have to do with sex is also a concept involved with the 8th house. So maybe couples and things. This could be regards to even your relationship, if that's part of what's going on in either helping you into your mission more, into your life's purpose or your career or whatever it is, or if it's deterring you from that. So let's see what else. Also with death, life's power struggle with death. So just the knowledge of what's beyond this this realm that we're in, what comes after this, and having all this power gained within us so that, you know, we know what's coming next and we're okay with it. We lose that fear and we just go into power. Eighth house, because of its symbolic relationship with power struggles, is connected to the concept of change. And death can be seen as the biggest change possible on this material plane. Whether we succeed or fail in our attempt to use or change the use of other people's resources depends on our ability to use personal power to change a partner's thinking. Interesting. The concept of other people's resources is not limited to equal partnerships. Loans and inheritances are also associated with the 8th house. Can't talk very well today. Excuse me. But these terms are themselves are not limited to tangible property. You can inherit wisdom from another person and power too. In general, the signs and planets associated with the 8th house can give insights concerning how you relate to and handle both your jointly held resources as well as those of other people's. So 8th house is ruled by the planet Pluto and Scorpio. So that's funny. We already have Scorpio going on here. So definitely this is some big relationship change, shift things coming on here. Don't forget to call upon your angels to help you discern, you know, when you should be joining powers with someone specifically or not, like the opposite, like go do your own thing. Okay, big change is coming with that. Let's look into Scorpio a bit. Right. Association. Scorpio is associated with the most powerful magical mysteries in our lives: sex, death and resurrection, power and change. So there we go again. And I see secrets just with this mental aspect. So somebody might be a little secretive, not sharing what they could be sharing, or holding things back. Maybe holding things back and it's retaining power from another person, which is not going to do anybody any good. No. Parts of the body with Scorpio that we might want to check in with would be our eliminative and reproductive organs. Yeah, so get to the heart of the matter. Be honest with yourself. If you're having any pains in your, digestive system or your reproductive organs down there, if there's anything weird going on that isn't usual, I would definitely take note into how you may be giving your power away. And if you're feeling uneasy about something that's going on, really need to just be honest with yourself and get to the point. So I'm going to check out Saturn. Let's see, where's our planets? There they are. So Saturn, let's see. Saturn is the stern, conservative, traditional father to Uranus, the rebellious child. It's like an anchor used to prevent us from drifting where we should be. So really, I just keep getting discerning. Even, it starts with that maturity that brings with that spirituals, just being mature, growing into your discernment through time. Keeping your boundaries up with these limits imposed, taking caution where you are seeing red flags and seeing things that, if you think about your inner child, think about if you had a child and if something was going on, would you want them involved in this? Does it feel healthy? Does it feel right for them? Even if there's a risk involved, does the outcome seem like it would be good by the current boundaries that you have. Are you happy? Are you finding yourself frustrated more so of the time? So look into your boundaries, honoring the self. Keywords with Saturn would be structure, crystallize, permanent, traditional, conservative, mature, fierce, cautious, responsible, realistic, define and understand rules and limits, stern, fatherly, authority figures, material, discipline, discern, fulfill obligations, teach, test, concentrate, and endure restriction. So yeah, if you're able to accomplish the goals you have set for yourself in this life, then you must concentrate and not act on the whim of the moment. I may even reward you for the skills and endurance you develop, but you must wait. So that's Saturn, being patient and setting those boundaries and letting things fall into line. Have some goals set for yourself. It's really big. I know that's big for me. It's just the act of goal setting. It's just always been a difficult thing for me, but even just for me to say I am a goal setter. I am setting goals. I'm pronouncing it now that I will do that. Got another card, another flower card. Patience, exactly. The begonia. Your prayers have been heard and they are being answered. So just stick with your guides, stick with your gut feelings, stick with your heart. Let me see if I can tilt that. I don't know if I can see anymore. I think I would like one more flower card here. We have your wishes are coming true. Awesome. The sweet pea. What your heart has been longing for is getting closer each day. So you get closer and closer to yourself, to what you've always wanted in life, the more that you discern who you're around, if they are really honoring your goals in life, your intention to be a certain way. I would suggest buying yourself a protea, a begonia, and a sweet pea little bouquet and putting these in your home to keep this remembrance going. Okay, thank you for those. I'm going to get an essence card with my animal deck. My lovely original deck that I started with. Lots of energy in these bad boys. I love you, cards. Can I get an essence card? Just the energy of what's going on for you right now in your situation. Okay, I have shark. Okay, it just tells me discern to watch out for your fear energy. We can become friends with sharks as well if we just really hold no anxiety, no fear, and we know our boundaries with them. Shark's a very powerful card. Let me find and read you what it says from here because I love the way that they put things together in this deck or in this book. So we have Guardian of Shells. See how he's like looking over this little shell here. He's got a little smile almost. He's chilling. King of Cups is your original. We have elements of fire, fire of water, which is also Guardian of Shells. So there he is, little Guardian of Shells, this light beaming right below him. We have qualities of commanding, confident, and discerning and wise. So exactly, that goes with that maturity, that discerning that I was talking about, your boundaries, being wise about it, being wise about your path. If you hear those inside yourselves, like I should or I shouldn't do this, listen to those. Those shoulds should be do's or don'ts. Like life or death that it was telling us here. Major change. Focused and aware, shark swims sleekly, consumes efficiently, and survives skillfully in every sea and ocean. A master of self-reliance and control, shark pushes us onward to see clearly, assess honestly, know ourselves, and claim authority. Perceptive, curious, calculating, shark steers with keen instincts and streamlined precision. It's a no-nonsense approach to traversing turbulent waters. Understand your emotions, accept them, and move on. So I say also getting to the root of, why your boundaries aren't set up the way you intend them to be and what's keeping you from that. Uniting fire and water, this guardian is calm in a crisis, acting quickly and competently. I have not seen this word. Competently. Discriminating and intelligent, he listens deep, discerns truth, integrates knowledge, and communicates essentials with a polished style. Okay, outwardly distant and aloof, shark perceives subtle vibrations and electromagnetic currents, a clue to hone observation skills, fine-tune sensory abilities, and expand awareness. So just get closer and deeper with yourself and your gifts while you get into this new realm of territory with your boundaries. That will help you get closer to yourself and your gifts. And have that space to do it, and have the right people in your group to be helping you on your team. Rely upon your strong inner rudder to explore dark emotions and shadow aspects of the subconscious. Okay, so we're going deep here. He's way deep here, down at the bottom of the ocean, so we may feel like we're in the depths right now of ourselves, guarding ourselves. But more so, we just need to be mature about the situation and what's going on. Pay special attention to fear. Okay, I mentioned that earlier. Shark champions learning and encourages us to investigate everything about ourselves. A sometimes solitary but profound and powerful path to emotional maturity and deepened connection with spirit. So overall, your message is know yourself and what you want. Like I have tattooed on my arm here, Temet Nosk, Latin for know thyself. Okay, so we have a nice shark card. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card from my Essence Animal deck here, now based around, the other stuff. So this was more you and your situation, what's going on, the essence of what needs to happen, what is here. But I'm going to do the things that are opposing you, the things that are in your outside reality. Maybe it's someone you're in a relationship with, or your job, or a challenge that's being presented to you. So this will help you figure out how to go about other things. And we have the Nautilus. Cool. We're all in the depths. We're in the depths right now, deep in the ocean. We have this pretty little swirly Nautilus, and then we have this cute one that I also have tattooed right here on my finger that needs a touch-up. So the Nautilus, let me find this card. Let's talk about the Nautilus. Swirls are a representation in my book of life, like Fibonacci spiral, cycles, and all this water too. This is very cleansing. We're in the depths, but water alone is just very cleansing. We get that clarity, washes all our dirt away, gets all our shit out of the way so that we can see correctly. And she has this nice light shining down upon both of them too. You can see that light coming down. We have more real blue in this one. We have a lot more green coming in here. So green tells me that's some really heart-based focus going on. And our nice little Nautilus is nice and red with the pinks kind of. So we have that love for sure coming through in this card. So there's love out there. So maybe this is also even more so of a relationship-based reading for you. Or maybe, it is your career or just other things in your life that are based around love. I mean, life is love, right? So we even have the themes in this book telling me love, intuition, harmony, beauty, balance. So with that spiral, we get that balance going. Element obviously is water here in this one. And traditionally it's Ace of Cups, whereas this one gives me Ace of Shells. So shells is cups, holding all the goodness here. Intimacy, inspiration, love, and contentment are yours. Just as Nautilus floats freely in the deep sea by artfully concealing itself, we often sense the energy of this card before we see it. A tingle of happiness, a swell of attraction, a knowing that something life-changing has arrived. By accepting the gift, we open and life's healing waters flow through our being. Nautilus offers buoyancy as well as depth, encouraging us to trust emotional awareness as we explore the ups and downs of relationships and the fluid connection between self and spirit. So I was saying this is that the card that's outside of you, the other things going on, the other person or the other people or your job or the situation in general, it's going to be life-changing for you. And we need to accept the gift and be open to the healing that will come through this. We're going into the depths. So as well as that depth, we also come into deeper knowingness with ourselves. So as Nautilus offers buoyancy as well as depth, encouraging us to trust emotional awareness as we explore the ups and downs of relationships and the fluid connection between self and spirit. So that's really that full circle, that spiral, the macro and the micro coming to full connection. Fine-tune your ability to discern what feels right for you. So that's even coming back to this reading here. What feels right? Ask the angels for help. Ask to learn more about how your body reacts and how to find a yes and no in your own body without needing to go to anyone else for guidance. But if you're stuck, always go. We all have keys to each other. The universe will show you signs. You just need to pay attention. So with simplicity and elegance, Nautilus displays the beauty of sacred space. Again, his own little shell here. The curve and inner whirl chambers of its smooth shell, unchanged for millions of years, reveal perfect proportion, a natural spiral also seen in the symmetry of cyclones and galaxies. So it's a lot bigger than you even can imagine, this change. Receiving this card invites you to heed intuition, deepen compassion, and attune to the spirit as you pursue heart-based meaning and purpose in life. So what does your heart want? I feel like your heart wants this connection. You want this connection, and don't be too guarded, but hold up your boundaries. So trust your feelings, open your heart, and know that you're home. Doesn't going to make it easy, though, because we're in the depths. So can I get, I'm going to pull an original tarot to just kind of give me an overall scope on this whole situation here. Oh, let's see. I had a few cards come out, but I just want one card. Okay, well I have two cards. Well, this one is not even a card. Okay, this is a newer deck that I'm using. So we have the Chariot. So that moving shit along is what I see. So with the Chariot, I mean, we have this kind of balancing of black and white down here with these two sphinxes here. We have him being pulled by this. So overall, stuff is moving, and just make sure you keep up your boundaries and keep up that sacred space, because that's going to be your bread and butter right now. Being, too close to the situation and not discerning things is going to hurt you. That's some life or death stuff right now, as this reading has told us. So there will be success when we hold up these boundaries. There will be control over, the things in your reality. You'll have more control, even though, there are things that we have no control over. But the stuff that you can have control over, you will, because you'll be more in your power. This also could be some travel, some movement, moving into new spaces. Maybe your mental and physical powers will be fulfilling you as we come into our power. That's Scorpio, that change. So lots of change, new power coming in. I'm going to ask for some guidance now with my angel deck here. So, guides, angels, Mother God, Father God, would you please, Spirit, assist in a guidance card for whoever's watching here. I have a couple came out here. First card was clear your space. Okay, so let's do all of this, but also straight up in the physical, make sure your environment is cleared. Archangel Joviel, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui, my fave. I feel so much better when things are in their places. I have room to walk. I have, some ambiance going on, some candles, some incense. Smoke really helps clear the space. If you're feeling really stuck, even while cleaning, I even watched this on Tidy Up, that one little show with the Asian girl. She, says if you're feeling just stuck and you can't do anymore, just take some smoke through your space, like some sage or palo or incense, and really clear that energy through the smoke. And then you maybe can continue. And then also we have career transition. Okay. So if this is more of a career or life, journey-based thing for you, that I'm going to say it really is based around your work. Archangel Chamuel, your life's purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So that might be pretty literal for you. Also, if it's more of a relationship reading for you with this other person and they are home to you, even though you really need to figure out your boundaries so that your relationship will be better. Could also mean that you need to be really focusing back in on your career and what you really want in life for yourself, regardless of anyone else or your person. What do you need to be doing? Are you focused or are you distracted? Because that's your life mission. That's what's going to make you the happiest underneath it all, because you'll be serving. Let me actually read from these angels as well to give you a little bit more, because I like to see if there's any ever words in here that really just ring a bell for you as well. So with clear your space, your home and work environments affect you on many levels. Clutter can erode your energy, creativity, and prosperity. I'll help you find the time and motivation to clear interferences from your physical environment. Together, we'll release anything that's not serving you. We'll donate, recycle, and discard unused items. So give love, get love, too. Go ahead and just donate some stuff. Sell stuff if you need, but donate stuff. Just get rid of it. Maybe someone else will use it as a treasure, and that is just, full circle coming around that beautiful life here. We'll open the windows to circulate fresh air in the rooms, and I'll escort lower energies away. You'll notice huge improvements in all areas of your life as a result of this endeavor. Working with this Archangel Joviel, her aura is deep rose pink, signifying her beautiful, loving, and caring nature. So we have a lot of heart-based stuff here with the heart and the red, and so that pink. Dark pink crystals such as pink rubellite are associated with the energy here. Anytime you're involved with redecorating or spring cleaning, call upon Joviel to help you. It's like having your own spiritual interior decorator and feng shui consultant. Awesome. So call upon her. And then I have that career transition. I need to adjust my seating position here. All right. career transition with Chamuel. You've prayed for help with your career, and now it's occurring. Sometimes change is perceived as stressful, yet I'm helping to clear the old from your life to make way for the new. Pay close attention to your repetitive ideas, dreams, and visions, as these are divinely inspired roadmaps pointing the way along your desired path. So even like I was saying about those shoulds and shouldn'ts, really listen to those. Those are your do's and don'ts. Those are your life or death that need to go on right now, that need to shift, that need to change, major change. Right. So I'm not sure if I just said this. You may not see the entire road or where it's leading, but each step will be lit along the way. I think I did say that. So working with this archangel, the name means he who sees God. So he who sees God. His ability to see clearly helps us find things, situations, and people. He's renowned for helping people find the career best suited for their purpose and passions. Call upon Chamuel as your career counselor often. So this could be very well just, if this is your career reading, it could be so connected to, I'm sorry, I just got distracted. It could be so connected to that change that you need to happen here to regain your power and call upon him. Okay, I think I'm gonna gather. Let's see, I want one more card. I'm trying to think of which deck I would like it from. Let's get some clarification. If this is based around... No, I think I'm just going to get another flower card. Or two. I love this flower therapy. Oh, and that's what I was going to say. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I was still looking at this Chamuel, and it was saying discern, renowned for helping you find the best suited people and passions. So that's what brought me back to this card in, discerning who is right and who is not going to be helpful on your path right now. Hey, kitty. Okay. So we got some balanced friendships, so that's what made me think of that again. Your friendships work best when there's an equal share of giving and receiving. So is your energy exchange being equal between the people that you are involved with? That's going to really show you some big things about your boundaries and how you honor yourself. And we have stand by your commitment. So when you put up boundaries, you need to stand by them. It's like disciplining a child. If you threaten them and then you don't follow through, they have the power now. And they don't exactly know what they're doing. So they need that guidance and that assistance. And they need you to even teach them how to create boundaries. And by the way you're living your life and representing your boundaries in front of them is already teaching them. So, yeah, let me read some more with these. Balanced friendships. So maybe there's a big imbalance going on right now with either your career and your coworkers or those that you're involved with, that you're trying to create with. Or maybe it's your real friends that you're looking to support with through anything, through your either career or your relationship, and getting some wrong perspectives, and you're not going deep enough within yourself to discern what's right here. Ask your angels. Remember, ask them. Ask for signs. Ask your body. How does your body feel? All right, so this balanced friendships with the Gerbera African Daisy, a lot of these same cards come up recently for lots of my clients. So this card asks you to look at your current relationships. Be honest with yourself. Are they nurturing or are they draining and tiring? True friends are those you can call upon at any moment for support. This also can be very just directly at your relationship, if this was more of a relationship spread for you, or reading. They drop everything and come to your aid, and you do just the same for them. As a sensitive being, you have a desire to help others. However, people may take advantage of your generous nature by asking for too much. Ensure that there is an equal give and take. An unhealthy and unbalanced friendship will only bring you exhaustion. This card is a sign that it's time to let go of any unbalanced relationships and move on to new, mutually giving ones. Additional meanings here could be spend time with your good friends, so really make time for them. I think that's really important. You're attracting new friendships, so be open and discerning still, don't forget. Your relationships also could be becoming more balanced. So maybe you're already doing a lot of this work and they are balancing out. And you're already coming into your power, and you're finally making these boundaries. So this could be all confirmative for you. So stand by your commitment is what also came out. So look, just so much pink, so much heart-based. Maybe if you are desiring all of this, maybe really focus on your heart chakra. Maybe do some yoga with some heart chakra intention. Some good flows that are based around, your chest, and also with your throat chakra, because your throat and heart chakra are very much connected, and they work well together when you have them flowing together. So, all right. So let's see. Stand by your commitment. So you are strong enough to keep the promise you've made. Don't back out now. Your angels believe in you. Okay. So this is the pink lily. Your word holds a special purpose at this time. You may have promised yourself you'd enhance your connection to the angels or begin a new exercise regime or a healthy eating plan. Pulling this card reminds you to stand by this commitment and see it through. Second thoughts about your decision are a trick of ego's fear. Stick to the plan by ignoring low energies. So please remember that you're supported by the love of your angels. Deep pink of the lilies serve as a representation of the depth of angels' love. So additionally, it could mean your first instinct is correct. Make positive commitments to yourself and others. There is a marriage or a new relationship on the horizon, and that could be even with yourself, or your relationship could be expanding or getting better. You have the strength to get through this. Could also be one. So you can do it. All right. This is awesome. Okay, I'm getting one last card because I don't feel done yet. I want a little bit of yellow. And, all right, Spirit, give me one last card to close it out with a little bit more guidance. Okay, I got indigo and crystal children. So Archangel Metatron here. He says, you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. So maybe connecting more to your inner child. If that doesn't resonate with you, connecting with actual children. Or maybe you should try connecting with children more. And it might serve you. And you might be surprised, this new part of yourself. Here's my book. So I'm going to read from this one as well, and then we'll be done. So if it's not with other children, it could be more so connecting with your inner child and doing the things that your little inner child always loved to do or always wanted to do and didn't get to. You can still do that now. You can make up for that lost time. Struggling, trying to find this. There it is. Okay, so additionally, it could mean here that your life purpose involves helping and teaching children. You're here to help these children retain and amplify their psychic and spiritual gifts. Educate adults about natural and chemical-free ways to feed and raise these special children. The very young crystal children and the slightly older indigo children are important to the future of this planet. You can help ensure their bright future, and I will help you. So maybe just you even simply putting your information out there, or the info that you've learned about your deep self and how to do boundaries, how to self-love better, how to clear your space, how to get through these transitions with career or what you love in life. All of that could just be sharing your information that will help these next generations, because the old ways we know aren't working anymore. So working with this angel Metatron, if you feel drawn to help children, your own or children in general, or just the earth and the next generation, ask Metatron for an assignment that mirrors your natural talents and interests. Metatron works closely with psychic and sensitive kids, and he loves to help adults help these children. So you will be assisted in whatever you are meant to share or help with. So if you need more time, money, ideas, contacts, or other support for this mission, call upon Metatron. He will help you to manifest your needs so your focus can be directed towards his beloved crystal and indigo children. Okay? All right, this is all for the next generation. And for your inner child, I love you. I hope this all kind of resonated with you somewhere. My Neo Kitty here says good day and goodbye. Until next time. Thank you for being here with me on my first video. Very fresh doing it this way. And I will be perfecting it and finding new ways, grabbing new decks to add to my my joy here. So I appreciate you for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day. So it is, and blessed be. Mwah.